So there's more and more new solutions that sort of really enable large companies to kind of capture certain business case that they see in certain categories or domains. And because there's so much innovation and VC money now in the field, it's not possible for any player, even for SAP or Coupas of the world, be best in all of the areas. So I think that opens up an opportunity for these, let's say, smaller players to kind of fulfill certain specific needs. And because of cloud, because of the APIs and so forth, it is feasible for companies to kind of complement the transactional process system with these best of breeds.
The fact is, a lot of the big suite, the incumbent, the legacy players, no one has ever been really close to what procurement is. And the result is that these things have been built by people with no real procurement experience or second-hand procurement experience. So there are brilliant pieces of technologies there, don't get me wrong. But to me, as a former practitioner, it always feels slightly disconnected from my day-to-day reality. As a result, we've seen more niche solutions that have been addressing very specific needs, very acute pains on the market that were not properly filled or fulfilled by the suite vendors.
People have probably used a number of suites, and there is a place for the suite, right? That's why they're there. So I wouldn't argue against that. It definitely isn't a one or the other, because they in themselves actually are best of breed at something. What we have seen, at least with our customers, is the ones which are in industries which I would say have very mature procurement functions, have started to trend more and more to best of breed. Because if you think about it, as a procurement function matures, you have more acute needs, specialized needs.
Now I really see that we are seeing a third wave of innovation, which is not about transactions, which is not about processes, but it's really about data.
Right now, in the last years, with more and more sophisticated processes supported by those platforms, you require more sophisticated tool. And the more sophisticated tool is the quality of the data.
So for me, it's kind of vital, if you want to operate efficiently at scale, to have a single source of truth, right? I think it's very difficult otherwise to run digital initiatives or automation without having that foundation. So having a single source of truth makes you far more efficient. What you're also getting with best of breed is you're getting a specialist who, number one, has thought about this with a lot of other customers, right? So it's saving you a lot of time. So you're kind of accessing this specialist knowledge. What this will also translate into is probably a better user experience and adoption.
You have to be focused, and the focus requires obviously best of breed approach.
So, best of breed for me drives better experience, and as I mentioned in the beginning, better experience will drive better data. The more demand there is for a best of breed landscape, the more it drives providers to look for standardization and interoperability, and I think people are keen on that.
First advice, don't fear. The technology is here to support. So there is no interest from the technology to make the things complex. That make the things simple is indeed a core focus for all the providers. So the approach could be as much as tailor-raised on you as possible, without the fear that you are complicating the things. No, you are not complicating the things at all, because you are really getting the value you are looking for. That is more important. So the feasibility of the solutions are more and more achieved with a combination of solutions that are best of breed instead of vice versa, because you can tailor the solution in the way you want.
With the best of breed, you actually need the strategy. I think with the suite, it was perhaps easier to kind of put your hands up and say, now the suite provider takes care of everything, and I just pay the bill and everything comes perfectly. The best of breed strategy requires more, let's say, attention and thinking from the procurement how to drive it. I think it leads to much better solution as well, but it does require more responsibility by the practitioner.
People connect this view that, I went and bought a bunch of random point solutions, hence I have a best of breed strategy. Well, no, you don't. That's not what a best of breed strategy is. It's not buying random solutions and then saying, oh, we're best of breed, right? The idea is that you're explicit and you have a strategy that we want to go best of breed. And what does it mean to do that? Well, we need to have some kind of data foundation around this, particularly on master data.
It's not about the choice of the tool and the provider. It's about the choice of the strategy that best fit with what your mission as a function, as a procurement function, is to the business.
Best of breed now is given some room for breathing for a lot of companies, thinking that at least if something doesn't work, I can, take that out without disturbing my whole ecosystem. And I think best of breed is also a contributor to better data. And I think this is also key for digitalization.